Harshala, welcome back to my channel. Let's first address the elephant in the room. I got a haircut and let me know what do you think of it. I think it looks different, like I look different, and I think I used to have this haircut kafi time pehle, then I got obsessed with my long hair and now here I am and this is what my hair looks like. It's not that short, my length is still intact, but yeah, I like it. Also, the lighting is so off today. It's raining, but I still had to like film and get this video up. So yeah, let's just dive right in. Also, today's video is all about Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, what are you doing? Please go and follow me. Let's start off with this one. How was my birthday? My birthday was on 10th of June and it was nice. It was relaxing. I went to Nashik. I really liked going to Nashik, especially during rainy season. If like we talk about the outskirts of Mumbai, Nashik is the best. I feel I love the weather. I haven't been there during summer season, but rainy season and winter season, it's so good. I love it. And yeah, like I think this time's birthday I wasn't that excited, probably because I'm getting old and that excitement is like kind of fading away. The last time that I was super excited about my birthday was in 2020. I think I must have mentioned it on my channel before that I wanted to take like a solo trip to New York. I had saved up money and I also had my visa appointment, but right before the appointment everything shut down, and yeah, then I took some time to cope up with it and everything that is going on. So yeah, 2020 birthday was blah. 2021 birthday was also similar because we were still under the lockdown. So yeah, and 2022 I think I just wanted to spend a lot of money, so I went to Dapoli and I wanted to feel like it's my birthday, so I spent money and did things. Last year I went to Goa. Last year's birthday was pretty cool. This year I just chilled and relaxed, and yeah, I think that was a pretty long answer but I am in a pretty chirpy mood today. So okay, next question that I have is about my birthday vlog. Now, I did not vlog on my birthday. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take some time for myself. So yeah, I was like living in the moment. If you haven't watched my last year's birthday vlog, go watch it. That's also a fun video. Okay, then the next question that I have, I actually got so many and I'm so glad that you guys asked me questions. How are you always picture perfect? Need more fashion videos, please, lots of love. Okay, I'll definitely make lots of like fashion videos, and lots of love to you as well. And talking about picture perfect, honestly, no, I'm not always picture perfect. I feel like even though I am doing this for over 7 years now, I still catch myself going through social media and like looking at people's feeds and be like, oh my god, this person looks so good, they look so snatched, oh my god, they have like this amazing body, they have like perfect hair and all of that. And then I remind myself that they're just posting their best like self online. Nobody is really posting that, you know, when they're not feeling good or they're not looking good. Everything, like, people have to put in effort to look the way they look. So I wouldn't say that I look picture perfect all the time. Like today also I did my hair like barely, like I've done like a little bit of makeup, so I look presentable. So I think you have to do these things, but yeah, like I don't think so that I'm always picture perfect. I've actually answered this before, but I'll answer it again since I do think that there are a lot of new people on the channel. What is my educational background and profession? So I have studied engineering. I completed my engineering, and after that I worked in digital media firm for 6 months. But I always knew that I wanted to do YouTube. So it's been 7 years that I've been doing this, and I'm a content creator and I do this full time. That is what I do for my profession. Who is your power person who makes you feel the best? I would say my father. My dad is the coolest. I love him so much. I'm so proud and happy about everything that he's created for himself and also the life that he provided us with. He's the most gentle, caring, loving man ever. Having said this, I also feel like we come from a middle class family. My dad like is from Satara, like we are from Satara. My dad like shifted here for work, and ever since then we have been living in Mumbai. But the way my father just let me be, like he's never imposed his dreams, his opinions, or what he thinks our career should look like or how we should be living our lives. Like that has never happened. He has just been like, okay, like do your own thing. I'm here if you need anything. And I think that has been so empowering. And even today, you know, mazak masti mein we could be talking about like marriage and stuff, and he'd be always like, he treats me like I'm a Kohinoor ka Hira or something like that. And my dad's like, okay, like, you know, you have to like, you know, hold yourself in such high regard. Like, the man has to like really win you over. He cannot just, you know, come and be, and no, don't let that happen. Like, he has to really earn it and all of that. And when you have like such strong male figures in your life, you really feel like yeah, like you know, you wouldn't want to like settle for anything less. So yeah, I'm very, actually I think here I really lucked out when it comes to my family. Like, both my parents and my brother, like, they love me so much, and it's such a loving and caring environment that it's so good. Like, he's like this shield in front of me. Like, I feel like if anybody has to get to me, he has to go through my father first. And yeah, that just makes me feel so good. Even though he himself is a man, but he's like, don't depend on a man for anything. You have to earn your own bread, and just, you know, you are just as equal as any boy is. And especially, again, I'm saying that because I know how patriarchal society is and our community is, and to just be the way he has been a blessing. So yeah, he makes me feel the best. Any day I'm having a low, like, my mom also reminds me of all the achievements, but my dad will just go above and beyond, be like, you're the best, do not forget. And it's just amazing. Hair questions. Now, I got a haircut and it's just like bunch of layers. I asked him to give me layers, and this is what I ended up getting. So there are just a lot of layers, front and back. That's it, that's my haircut. Talking about hair growth tips now, last year I think I mentioned it on my channel before as well, but I was really like I was suffering through like hair fall, and it was really bad. But then my mom told me this thing that, you know, you boil a bunch of ingredients, which is just like hibiscus flowers, the leaves, hibiscus leaves, kalonji, I think, then methi seeds. You could also do rosemary leaves if you get fresh ones, that's great. And you just boil them together, and you let it simmer for like 15-20 minutes, and after that you strain it and then just apply it to your roots. And oh my god, I saw such crazy massive hair growth. I cannot even tell you, it is the best. Like, no hair growth serum or hair spray in the market could ever do this to you. And apart from that, obviously have good food, seeds, nuts, and include, like, I think for me, whenever my skin has been thrown off or my hair is not looking good, it's usually because my stress levels are all over the place. So I try to get them also under control, and that usually does help. So see if you know, like, do these things, and I'm pretty sure it will help. Okay, how do you manage your schedule, keeping up with shoots, diet and workouts too? Honestly, I don't. If you have any tips, please, like, let me know in the comment section. I would love to like read them and implement some. I cannot even tell you the number of productivity videos that I watch, but I think what I try to do is, some, like, earlier I used to do like take like one day at a time, but like बहुत time ऐसे हुआ है, I've gone to my workout and I've come back, I've had food and I've crashed, and I felt so guilty at the end of the day कि मैंने कुछ भी नहीं किया. So now I've started looking at it as like 1 week. 1 week में I want to do, like, let's say I want to post like 2 YouTube videos or like 5 reels or this that, and I'll just make sure that I'm doing those, and that has been helpful. So I batch film a lot of my content. That always helps, but बहुत rarely होता है क्योंकि YouTube you cannot, like, at least I cannot batch film. Reels I can. So yeah, I try to like batch film my content and work out every single day, or sometimes if I'm not in the mood, I'll go later in the day and I'll make sure that I'm filming. So it depends on day to day and what my priorities look like. Okay, the next question is, does the past of your partner would affect you in a relationship? I would say I honestly was this person, I cannot even tell you, like, I was this person who used to get so affected with the person's past, but I really worked on it, and today I feel it would be a pretty unrealistic expectation to have, because we are in our late 20s. I can't expect the person to have no past and ऐसे हुआ ही नहीं है कुछ, so that's pretty unrealistic. So I've accepted the fact that people will have their past and some baggage to deal with. It's about what they bring into the relationship. Like, as long as they're not, like if they're bringing up their past too much, they're talking about their ex too much, they're constantly like trying to make you feel insecure for like no rhyme or reason, then it's a bad space. But if it's healthy, like you know that okay, this person has a past and you also have, because nobody is perfect, we are not like perfect human beings, so you just have to be like okay, yeah, this is okay. And if that person is making you feel good in the relationship, if he's able to meet your needs and is able to take care of everything else, then yeah, I don't think so that should be a problem. Okay, to be very honest, like there are so many questions, and almost 50, more than 50% of these questions are about being a pure shape body type girly, and how do I deal with body insecurity, and how did I cope up with it, or how am I so confident in my own body type, and all of that. Club it together and answer. So I'll just say that it is a journey, and I hope that it's a journey that it ends at some point, but it's something that you have to wake up and you have to just love yourself, and you have to just feel beautiful and confident in what you do have. I'll tell you a very funny story. So I have a friend and she has an inverted triangle body type. She's like amazing boobs, and I'm like, oh my god, how I wished like I had such body type. And she's like, what are you saying, like look at your curves, I love your body. And I was like, really? And in that moment I realized that, you know, we always think like the grass is greener on the other side of the road, but it is actually in fact where you water it. So I'll just say, like, change your perspective, and if you think that's your weakness, it's not, because that is what I used to think. I used to think that, oh my god, I have like big hips, or my lower body is kind of bigger compared to my upper body, and it's not right, or that all of that was just my inner voice. And the moment I changed that, like I was like, no, this is in fact my strength, and how can I use it to its fullest potential. And when I started doing that, I think the game really changed. Like today I'm honestly so happy and so confident. Like there was a time, I cannot even tell you, when I was doing chloe eating, and I was trying to really shrink my body and just be like, oh my god, I want to be as small as possible. Today I don't care. Today I want to build muscle and I want to be big. And like imagine you have big hips already, you're working on it, but with the help of gym and all that, you can also build muscle around your upper body, and that can give out the illusion of hourglass body. So, and I honestly do think today that pure shape body type girlies, it's the best body type to ever have. It's so hot. I love it. And if you are one, not that like everybody is beautiful in their own way, but if you are feeling insecure just because you have heavier hips, don't do that. Like it's like you don't even know how blessed you are, and you will. I just hope that you will realize it at some point. After a fight with your partner, how do you cope up with it and keep your mind at peace? Like how do you react? So I would say earlier, when I was younger, I had a lot of chaotic energy in me, and I had to address the issue right then and there. I'm like, but I'm feeling this, and then why did you do this? And I'll create like this whole like thing. But today I feel the approach has changed, like drastically. Today I take a step back, I feel my emotions. I think it's also come from like a lot of healing and self awareness. I feel that take a step back, I really look at the problem, and if I really want to say things, I would just like call up my mom, or like say I'll call up like a friend or something like that, and I'll just say things. I'll still get it out of my system, but then I'll calm myself down, and when I'm in a better mood to address the issue, then I'll be like, okay, but this happened and I felt this. And when you're in a better mood to address any issue, it resolves also very quickly, and you're like, okay, yeah, like now I feel much better. But earlier I used to be like, no, I have to address it right now. Why is it not happening? Why did you do this to me, or whatever that is? And that's not right, because you're so angry. Sometimes you say things and you hurt the other person, like jhagda baaju mein reh gaya, and then the fight becomes all about, okay, but you said this to me and now I am upset, and it's just not good. So the second approach honestly has been so good for my mental health as well, I cannot even tell you. So that has been my approach. Okay, missing your YouTube challenges with mom, dad and Samat, could you bring those vlogs back? Oh my god, I miss them so much, I cannot even tell you. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, oh my god, I was such a happy choppy person, and Yeah, then just like 2020 happened and I don't know, blah. Anyway, could you bring those? I would love to. Like, my parents are actually currently like their house, like it's under renovation. So as soon as that happens, I'll definitely do that. And somebody also asked me how is Samad. Samad's great. I love it. I love the fact that he's living his life and he's studying abroad. I mean, that is the dream that I had for myself. Like, I really wanted to take up a course at least for like 6 months or something like that, and I want to go and just like live like local and just like experience that side. But it did not happen, but I'm so happy that it's happening for him. And it's like I'm living my dream through him, and I feel like a proud elder sister, honestly. But at the same time, I miss him so much, and he's gonna be here in December, so you can expect so much content and like so much fun content in December, because I have so many things planned in my head already. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that, and you can obviously expect a lot more family content as well. But yeah, that's that. And talking about my fitness, a lot of you guys have commented about my fitness and diet. I have a video on my channel wherein I have shared my fitness routine, so go watch it. Like, you guys keep asking me questions, but are you guys not watching it? Because I am delivering. So please go and consume the content. How are you and how is life looking like so far? Okay, how am I? I am great. I am doing really, really nice. Thank you for asking. I I I just feel like I'm getting my spark back in a way. Like, I feel I'm a lot happier and choppier. I think I was like this in 2019, and then all of that happened. Like, I think 2020 was just a dark year for all of us. Even 2021. I think in 2022, I went through something which wasn't really pleasant, and I was coping up with that the entire year. 2023, Samarth was flying, and even though I am not his mother, and I think mothers go through this thing wherein they feel like a empty nest syndrome, but I was feeling that, like, it's like kids grow up and they're like birds and they fly away and the nest is empty, so mothers kind of feel like really lonely and empty. And even though I'm not Samarth's mother, but obviously like really motherly instincts, I felt so sad, and I cannot even tell you the number of breakdowns I have had last year out of nowhere. Like, I could be having a normal day, and I at the end of the day I used to be just so sad, because I used to miss him so much, and there was no way possible that I could see him or be with him. And yeah, that was really bad. And this year I decided that no matter what, I'm not giving anything have power over me. I'm going to power through it all. And I started working out, I started focusing on myself, my mental health, and I started reading books. I mean, I always was a reader, but just started investing a lot more time into my well-being. And finally now I feel much happier and content, and just, yeah, just good, I would say. Like, I feel really good, and that is how life has been so far, and this is how I'm feeling. So it's good. And yeah, the next question that I have is, what do I fear the most? I feel I fear the most is losing out on, like, losing my loved ones. Yeah, I lost my grandfather in 2020, and yeah, that is also the reason why I was struggling so much, because I suddenly started questioning a lot of things. That year was also only so weird, but at the same time the things that were happening in my life also like made me question things, as like, what am I doing, what is my purpose, why am I even here, and all of that. Yeah, like, just took a toll on me. And yeah, I would say that, and I do know that it's inevitable, it's something that you can't help, but yeah, like, that is my biggest fear, to just lose out on my loved ones. Mental health and peace. I would just say that my mental health, or the times that I'm spiraling. So I read this somewhere, I don't know how much truth value does it hold, but it's just like, if you're sad, you probably mostly know where it's coming from. Like, you know the reason why you're sad. And if you're depressed, you don't know where is it coming from. Like, things could be all like good and like hunky-dory, but you'd be still like really, really sad, and you don't know where is that coming from. But for me, I think I just get sad and my mental health goes for a toss usually probably because I live alone, I live by myself, and there's like no human interaction throughout my day. Like today, I've gotten up, I've like, gotten ready, I'm sitting in front of the camera and I'm answering, and this is me even opening up my mouth. Like today, I haven't even had any phone calls yet. So for me, it gets very difficult since I don't have any human interaction, and I know that that is where my sadness comes from. And at the same time, when I'm not in my routine, I think that is also what makes me really sad. So I know where, when my mental health is just all over the place, and when I do these things, it helps me get on track and feel better. So yeah, that is what I do. And if you talk about peace and all that, I think the major thing is just being in nature. I love being in nature and around the sea. Sometimes when I'm like feeling a lot of emotions, I just go sit at Marine Drive, and hear waves, and that just like calms me down. And it's a real thing, guys. Do it the next time you're feeling overwhelmed. Do this exercise, it will really, really help you. A lot of questions, I can't even count it, but there are so many questions just talking about my marriage, and I want to club it together and just put it as like my views on marriage. I'll just say that क्या जल्दी है भाई, what is the rush? कहीं जाना थोड़ी है. I mean, हो जाएगा जब होना होगा. Like I don't really stress myself out over that thing. And marriage is a big commitment. It's not something that like हम सब्जी मंडी में गए और सब्जी उठा के लाए. It's not like that. So I think you should get married for the right reasons. And like you shouldn't get married because like you're hitting a certain age, or like parents are pressurizing, society is pressurizing. And luckily, if you're in that position where even if people are like pressurizing you, you can stand up for yourself and make that decision for yourself. That's great. Because imagine you have to spend your entire life, like this is the only thing that you get to choose. You don't get to choose your parents, your siblings, probably friends, but again, like this is just something that is going to be with you. Like this person, whoever that you choose or end up with, is going to be with you forever. I also have my days wherein I feel like, oh, I should come back and I should have my partner, and I crave that companionship, and I want to like do a lot of things that like married couples do. But yeah, like I feel like all in its own time. And at the same time, like when I scroll through Instagram and there are like lovey-dovey reels of like weddings and this and that, I feel like, oh my god, mujhe bhi karna hai. And then I'm like, but this is just wedding. Like marriage is a big step. Like you really have to take so many things into consideration before you make that move. And if you're not sure, like it really has to tick, I'm not saying all the boxes, because I have realized that not everyone is perfect, and not everyone's like, there are some non-negotiables जो मतलब होने ही चाहिए, वो होंगे तो ही मतलब things can work. But थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे you also have to adjust. So वो ठीक है, but I'm just saying कि it's a big step, and I would want to take that step when I'm like really like ready. And today I'm just happy and I'm living my life, and I would want to keep it this way. But oh my god, I remember like couple of years ago, I had been to my native place, and everyone came up to me, and everyone, I'm not kidding, like everyone that I was interacting with, the first question they were asking me is like, when are you getting married? Like they did not bother me asking, अच्छा तुम मतलब oh, now you completed your studies, so how's your career looking like, or what do you want to do, what is the next plan that you have for yourself? Nobody bothered. Everyone just told me you should get married and you should settle down. I honestly hate the word settle down. मतलब settle down मतलब क्या होता है? Like I am pretty settled down. Like I have a place for myself. I do things on my own, and I'm very happy. I take care of myself. I pay my own bills. I take care of my family, and yeah, like I don't understand what is really settling down. If at all, it's like you get married and that person adds on to your happiness, and yeah, it's just that, like union of love. I guess those were all the questions that I'm gonna answer in today's video. Let me know what did you think of this video. I honestly had so much fun. I think Q&As are a good way of just like connecting, and I think that is exactly how humans bond, because how else will you know? When you know someone's perspective, you're like, okay, yeah, like I can vibe with this person, I connect with this person, and it's easier to bond, and I really want that. I want to connect with you guys and connect with the community that I have built over the years. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and if you did, then you know the drill. Like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm sorry if I missed out on answering any of the questions. I will for sure answer it in my next video. And yeah, that being said, I'll see you next time. Bye.